Whenever you construct anything, as a civil engineer, you prefer to use the best steel in the market. And what are the quality of this best steel? Of course, from engineering point of view, you want a hard and ductile steel. Hardness for strength and ductility for bendability. And for all these properties, you select TMT bar or thermomechanically treated bar. But what does it mean by that? And why TMT is a perfect combination of strength and ductility? Well, in this video you will get the answer. So, welcome to my channel. If you are a civil engineer, please subscribe this channel to get videos on analysis, design and construction. So, before diving into the TMT, let's see quickly how normal rolled steel are formed. Okay, iron ore, coke and limestone. These are charged into the blast furnace from where you get the basic molten steel. Now you store the basic molten steel in desired length, or technically you form the billets. Okay, the technical terms is billet. And to give the specific shape or the desired shape, in our case we want round shaped rolled steel. Okay, so to give this specific or desired shape, you rolled it in a mill. Okay, now your normal rolled steel is ready. Now you have to treat it properly for making this rolled steel into a TMT bar. Okay, how? Well, though it's not important for you as a civil engineer, but for understanding TMT bar, you need to know 3 allotropes of iron. Okay, first one is austenitic. What is this? This is the form of the steel which exists above 730 degree, or to be more precise 727 degree temperature. You can say this is a liquid solution of steel with some amount of carbon. Okay, and when you rapidly cool down this austenitic, a very hard form of iron or the martensitic allotrope is formed. But if you cool down this austenitic gradually and at atmospheric temperature, in that case ferrite perlite is formed, which is very ductile in nature. Now, why this transformation occurs, this is totally a subject of metallurgy. As a civil engineer, we are only interested in strength and ductility. And we want the surface of the reinforcement or the steel should be hard enough to maintain the required strength, or it should be the martensitic form. And the core of the steel should be soft or ductile enough for maintaining high bendability. Or you can say it should be formed from ferrite perlite form. Okay, so keeping in mind these two forms, we have to prepare our steel so that the outer surface of the steel is formed with martensitic and the core of the steel is formed from ferrite perlite. Okay, to form martensitic iron or the tough or the hard iron form, you need to cool the austenitic rapidly, and for that you need to cool this by spraying of water. Okay, and technically this activity is known as quenching of your steel. Okay, so when you quench it, just look at the figure. Here you can say initially it was the hot austenitic core, and when you rapidly cooled it down, okay, by spraying water, the surface cooled down rapidly. That's why at the surface the martensitic is formed, but in the core there is still austenitic iron. If you look at the temperature profile, you can see here that initially at the core the temperature was almost near about 1000 degrees centigrade. But whenever you start the quenching process at the surface, this is the surface profile. At the surface the temperature drops drastically and the martensitic form. Now you take out your bar from the quenching box and just keep it in place. What happened? The temperature of the outer surface is less compared to the core of your rolled steel. That means the temperature gradient is formed and your temperature travel from the core towards the surface. And with this temperature, the martensitic form of your iron, which has formed due to rapid cooling, is tempered again. Or you can say the tempered martensitic surface is formed. If you look at the temperature profile, you can see that when you take out your rolled steel from the quenching box, the temperature at the surface is near about 250 degrees centigrade, but at the core it is near about 850 degrees centigrade. So obviously due to this thermal gradient, the temperature flows from the core towards this surface, and the surface temperature again increased, and this is known as the tempering stage of the martensitic iron. This tempered martensitic is more hard compared to the martensitic surface. So you have achieved the desired surface hardness for your TMT bar, but still the core is in austenitic stage, and you need to form ferrite perlite, which is ductile and that is required for your TMT bar. To form ferrite perlite from austenitic, you have to cool down this austenitic gradually, and this to be done at atmospheric temperature. So now you have to keep this bar in atmospheric temperature, and you can see here in the temperature profile that the core temperature is gradually decreasing, or you can say that our desired ferrite perlite is forming in the core, which is very much ductile and desired for our TMT. So by this process you form the tempered martensitic layer of your iron, and at the core you form the ferrite perlite form. This is the whole process, or this is the treatment which is done on normally formed hot rolled steel to make thermomechanically treated bars. So if you find this video useful, please don't forget to subscribe it.